Hello everybody, Connie here, and we are here to do a fusion class today. So that's just a mixture of two different types of exercise. So the first part of our class is going to be using a chair, and we're going to do some bar work for the legs, which I don't know if you've done one of my bar classes, but which is one of my favorite thigh exercises. And then we're going to get on the floor. Got my mat here. We're going to get on the floor and do some core work. So they go very well together. They mix very well together, those two types of exercise. So what we want to think about the whole time is our posture. All right, I'm going to turn to the side. We want to pull that belly button in and open the shoulders. So as we look at ourselves from the side, our ears over our shoulders, which is over our hips, and then over our heels. So we're making a nice straight line. All right. We don't want to round our shoulders, and we don't want to overextend the back. We want to be in a nice neutral spine. All right, so let's start lifting those knees. 2, and lift. Keeping that belly button in. Those ribs are in, not open. 4, and 3. Lift 2. Last one. Now add your arms. Just slightly swing those arms. You're just on a little walk here, but not going anywhere for 4, and 3, and 2. Next thing we're going to practice is our plie. So we're going to take our legs nice and wide. Let me move my chair out of the way for a second. Nice and wide so you can see my feet. So they're turned out, and this is my natural turnout. Everybody's hips will give them a natural turnout. So don't try to force it to take it wider than what's natural for you. All right, so we're going to bend and make sure from the knees to the ankles you're in a straight line, and then come up and bend and up. So we don't lean our seat back. Okay, it's like you're sliding down a wall. Let me turn to the side. So I'm sliding down a wall. Imagining that, right? 4, 3, 2, come down, lift your arms up, and as the arms come down, the legs come up. 4, and up. 3, and up. 2, and lift. Let's do 8 more. 8, and 7, and 6. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. All right, let's get into our exercises here. Okay, so we're going to first do a front leg lift. So again, keep the posture good, keep those shoulders open, feet hip distance apart, light hand on the chair, but you want to mostly have your balance from your core. Okay, so pull it up and in. We're going to take that outside leg out and do 2 sets of 8, lifting that leg, not using momentum. I stopped calling them leg kicks because I didn't want to give the idea of momentum. And breathe. Lift for 8, lift 7, lift 6, and 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it out. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that leg back. You're going to tuck your seat forward to get a stretch in that hip flexor. All right, attitude leg. So let's set it up. We're going to turn out that knee, bringing the pinky side or the outside of that foot to the front of your shin. Okay? And then we're just going to lift it up from there. Lift it up. So this is inner thigh. Remember to keep everything else still. 4, 8, and 7, and 6. 4, 4, 3, 2, lift 1, pulse it up for 16. Slightly bend the supporting leg. I'm saying this is 8. I don't know if it is. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that leg back again. Tuck that seat under. This time we're going to reach that arm up overhead and back a little behind. See if you can look up and back. Lift up out of your mid-back, not your lower spine. And come back. I'm going to move my chair to the other side and do that on my other side. All right. Toe out. And we're going to lift from there. Pulling in. Pull in. Always use that core, whether it's the main muscle you're trying to work. Always think of pulling it in. Count down from 8. 8, 7. This is 5. 2, and pulse it out. Now if you have to bring that leg lower, that's fine. As long as you're feeling that quadricep getting the work. 4, 3, 2, 1. It doesn't matter how high that leg is. Reach that arm back. And forward. Okay, so the outside of the foot comes to the shin, the knee turns out, and just lift from there. Lift. 8 more. Go 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Lift 4, lift 3, 2, and pulse it out. This is going to be hard. It's your last one here. And 6. Count it down for 8 and 7. 4 more, 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Take that leg back. Ooh. Tuck that seat forward. Reach that arm up overhead. Look up and bring it all down. All right. This is where we're going to come to our elevated portion. We're going to do a couple things with our heels off the ground. Now, heels up does not work for you. I'm going to turn to the side. Just bend your knees until they line up with your toes. Don't try to stretch too much in your Achilles and lean those knees too far forward, okay? So you get a little break there. So we're going to take hip distance feet. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to warm up into it. So we're going to bend, lift your heels, straighten your legs, bring your heels down. Bend your knees, raise your heels, straighten your legs, then down. 2 more. Bend, up, straight, and down, and bend, up, straight, and down. Now this time we're going to bend and raise the heels up and keep them there. And we're going to come down and up. And if you want to have that arm follow the legs, down and up, down and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8 more. Go. 8 and 7. So I'm not leaning forward. I'm pulling in my belly for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it low. How low can you go? All right, we're going to come up for 2 and down for 2 and up for 2 and down for 2. And this is 3. Down for 2. This is 4. We have 4 more. 4 up, down, and down. 3 up, down, and down. 2 more. Up, down, and down. Last time, reach up, and down, and down. Bring that arm to your side. Now lift it up overhead. If you have your balance, lift that other hand up for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Straighten those legs, arms down, heels down. Woo! All right. Moving the chair out of the way for a moment. We're going to go into those wide plies. All right, remember that natural turnout, pulling the belly button in, opening the shoulders. Lots to remember here. That's what I'm here for, to remind you. Inhale, exhale, inhale and exhale. 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. We're coming down. Slow 3 counts. 3, 2, 1. Raise up. 3, 2, 1. Raise up. 3, 2, 1, and up. And up. Come all the way down. Lift up slow. 3, 3, 2, 1. Come down. 3, 2, 1, and down. 2 more. And down. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Come down. We're going to lift one heel, lower, opposite heel, lower. One at a time. Lift. Now, if that bothers you for any reason, just keep your heels down. Up and down. 3, down, up and down. This is 4 and 4. 4 more. 3 more. Go up, down, and up and down. And there are people I know taking this class that can go into a lower plie than I can. Reach your arms up and down. So please come to whatever plie position is comfortable for you. Come back down. We're going to lift both heels 16 times. If it's not for you, just stay in your plie. You'll feel it, believe me. 16. 12. 4, 8, 7, 6. My head's not moving. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms all the way up and back down. All right. Walk those feet in and bring your chair back over into what I call V feet or first position turnout. I usually make a V with my hands because I'm always unsure if people can see my feet. So it's your natural turnout, whatever that is. All right, so just start bending your knees. Bend and bend. Bend. So you're making that diamond shape for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you're going to lift your heels and then walk those feet back together so the heels touch. And come down and lift. Come down and lift. The straighter those legs go, the more relief you're going to get. So if I straighten them all the way up, that's a lot easier than keeping a bend in my knees. 3 and 2. We're going down for triples. Go 1, 2, 3, and up. 2, 2, 3, and up. 3. We're going for 8 and 4 and up. Go 5, 2, 3, and up, and 6 and up, and 7 and up, and 8, 2, 3, and up. Bring it down again. We're going to do a little tap out of the knees. It's very small, so I don't want you like really opening those knees. It's just a little teeny tiny open. Open, open. This is for the side of the seat. Outside of the thighs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Next we're going to go to the inner thigh, so just a little in. But you can barely see it move, right? It's very subtle. 4, 8, 7, 6, 6, inner thighs, 5, 4, 3, 2, little open, little close, open, close. So when I say open and close, I don't want you to give you the idea that it's a big movement, okay? For 4, and in, 3, and in, 2, but I feel it. Last one, and in. Bring your arms up and down, and bring those heels down. All right, let's turn to our chair. We're gonna stretch out our quadriceps, the front of our thighs. So my back foot is slightly bent. My back hand is on the chair. I'm gonna bring my front leg, hold it, and if that's hard for you, you can bring a strap or a belt or something to hold your foot, or come to the mat and do that stretch. And take that leg a little back until you feel the stretch. Pulling that belly button in always. I'm going to lift that opposite hand just for a balance challenge. Only do it if you're feeling very secure. And release that. Release that front foot. Now the front hand goes to the chair or support. The front knee is bent. Grab that back leg. Draw it back till I feel that stretch. It's not a big move, right? I can feel it pretty much right away. Bring that arm up. All right, now we're going to the seat. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. So what I'm doing isn't behind the chair and it's walking. Okay, so we're going to stand straight behind our chair, and again, going through our cues for our posture. We're going to lift our big toe so it's on the floor without letting that seat go back. We want to tuck that seat in. So it's not going to be a very big lift. See, it's small, small because I'm tucked in. 8, 7, but I can really feel it in the seat. 4, 3, 2, and pulse it out, just like we did with the front leg. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just like we did for the front of the leg, we're going to do for the back. So let me turn to you for just a second. So I'm taking the inside of that foot to the back, to my calf, okay? We're just going to lift it back, lift it back. Again, if you tuck your belly in, tuck your seat in, you're not going to get a big range of motion. 4, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it out. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now step away from your support. You're going to take what was your working leg, bend the opposite leg, heel down, send your seat back. So keep a straight back. You might round for a second just to feel it. It takes the stretch totally away. All right, I'm going to move my chair so my front leg is working. All right, so I'm straight. Just got my light hands on the chair for support if I need it. Taking that big toe to the floor, tucking in my belly. Seat is down and lifting, lifting. For 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, pulse it out. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. And recheck yourself, because I find myself often letting my posture change. The leg kind of wants to pull that back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, that turned out position. The hip isn't turned, just the leg in the hip. And lift, and lift. So the inside of the foot kind of taps that calf. Four, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, walk back a little bit. That front heel, the front leg is straight, back leg is bent, the front heel is on the floor, and you're folding with a flat back, pulling that belly button back. You should feel that up the back of the leg. And come up. Okay, I'm going to move my chair out of the way. And now we're going to get down to the mat. So I'm going to move this a little closer here. So one thing in Pilates that we talk about is our transitions. Transitioning from, I'm trying to get my mat in the right spot here. Transitioning from standing to the floor. So this is something you can work on. There are things on YouTube, little recordings about that the easier and with less help that you can get down to the floor and back up from the floor, it's a sign of good health, good fitness. So I'm going to come to the end of my mat, facing away from the mat. I'm going to bring my arms into first position. I'm going to take my back toe, the top of my back foot, and bring it to the floor, and slowly, with control hopefully, come down to the mat. So that's something that you can practice. If your balance isn't good and that kind of scares you, then don't do that. All right? Okay, we're going to work on our C curve. So we're going to start by holding on behind our thighs. Our chin comes to our chest, and we're going to press back till our upper body makes like a C curve, the letter C, and then come up and roll back and come up. 2 more times. Then if you want to, you can take your hands off, but only if you're comfortable with that. All right, now we'll reach our hands long and come back and up and roll back. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. 2 more. Last one. And come up. And if you need to, hold on. We're going to roll all the way down. We're going to take 4 counts. We're going to roll all the way down. Belly to spine, chin towards the chest for 4 and 3 and 2 and last 1, and tuck your knees into your chest. All right. We're going to start with our chest lift, which you will know is very similar to a crunch, but we want to do it Pilates style, okay? So we bring our hands behind our head, and we never let those elbows come in to the ears. We always want to keep them wide apart. We're going to tuck our chin toward our chest and lift down towards the belly button and come down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. And inhale, down. Remember, we're wanting to make our core look like a hammock, where our hips and our ribs are the high points of the hammock, and our belly button is like the low part of the hammock. So we call that a scoop. 3 and down. Exhale, 2 and down. Last time, up and down. All right, we're going to do what are called leg changes. So one at a time, lift your legs. This is called a tabletop position. Basically, they call that because supposedly you could put tea or something on your shins and they would stay there because it's like a tabletop. But really because it's a straight line up and then a straight line across. All right, that's why it's called tabletop. We're going to lower one leg and lift. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, exhale, up. So the core is feeling that movement of the legs. And we need to watch our spine. If our belly button ever wants to come up as high as those ribs, that means that we've arched the spine and we need to take it back down. Down and up. Down and up. Four, and up. And 3, and up. And 2, and lift. Last time each leg, exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and hug your knees. We're going to do the 100. So I have some levels for you because I know 100 is not easy to do. It's really an endurance exercise. So we can keep our head down. We can come to just with our feet on the floor, hip distance apart. We can come to a tabletop leg, or we're going to reach those legs out without arching the spine and bringing that belly button up. Okay, we always want it down, so don't go past where you can control and keep aware of what your core is doing. With that belly button down, the ribs and hips up. All right, take your position. If you want to, lift your head, but we always want to have a long line down the neck. We never want to have it crunched here, all right? So we're going to pump our arms. Inhale as you pump 5 times, and exhale, pump 5 more, and in. And these are vigorous pumps. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. We have 5. Breathe out. And 4. Breathe out. And 3. Breathe out. And 2. And out. Last time. And out. Hug your knees. Bring your head down. Look left and right if your neck has any tension. All right, single leg circles. We have 2 levels here. We're going to, again, make sure we start with that scooped belly. We can either have one foot on the floor and circling the other leg, small at the ceiling, or we can have the stationary leg long against the floor. Again, pulling in, try and keep that hammock shape and lifting the other leg up. All right, so you choose your level. We're going to cross the midline of the body first. So we're going to exhale and then inhale and around. Exhale, inhale and around. So it's not how big your leg can move, it's how big your core can hold against the movement of the leg. Exhale and inhale. For 4 and 3 and 2. Last one and stop. Now we're going the outside first. So exhale out, inhale, lift it up. Exhale out, inhale up. 4 more. Don't let this opposite hip draw up. And 3. If that leg is making your opposite hip lift, you need to either pull in more, bend your knees in, pull in more, or make your circle smaller. Okay, that's how you modify. Just as if you were grabbing a set of weights at the gym. If you're used to using 5 pounds, you're not going to go grab the 20-pound weight. It's the same thing here. It's resistance. The leg is the resistance. That movement is our resistance. All right. So we're going to exhale as we cross, inhale out. Exhale, cross, inhale out. 4, 4, and 3 is this opposite hip still, and 2. Last one, lift it up, and reverse that leg. Exhale out, inhale up. Exhale out, inhale up. Exhale out, inhale up. 4, 4, and 3. Take it out, 2, and 1, and lift. Now if you feel, bring your both legs in. If you feel like all you feel are your hip flexors, which are right here, that's normal when you're starting Pilates. You just got to kind of work through that. It's because this part of your body isn't used to holding the weight of those legs as they go away from the body. It does get easier, but I know that that's an issue sometimes. The better thing to do is take it to the easiest position, which is usually the higher the legs, the easier the position. All right, so we're going to take our legs to tabletop. We're going to take both hands to one leg. Same hand goes to the ankle, opposite hand goes to the inside of the knee. But if you don't remember that, it's not a big deal. If we're lifting our head, we're looking down, we're going to send the other leg out. So remember, if I want to take this easier, I'm going to take it up or somewhere in between, okay? And I'm going to switch my legs. And exhale and inhale. Pull that belly button down. Exhale and inhale. 4, 4, and switch, and 3, and switch, and 2. Switch that leg last time, and switch, and bring your head down. Look left and right. You have neck tension. We're going for double leg stretch. So that tabletop position, each hand is on its own shin now. Your elbows are out. If we're lifting our head, we're looking down. And I don't mind at all if you leave your head on the mat because, you know, you got a lot of brains there, so it could be kind of heavy, right? So just say it's because I'm really smart. I can't lift my head up. Okay, we're going to inhale as we come here, and we're going to exhale as we open. So the farther I go, the harder it is. And inhale, close. So take it higher to the ceiling to make it easier. Exhale and inhale. We circle those legs around, capture the shins. Exhale and inhale. We have 4 and in and 3 and in and 2 and in. Last one. Bring it in. Hug your knees. Look left and right for single straight leg stretch. All right. Straight leg, if you have tight hamstrings, can be tough. So just bend your knee, hold behind the thigh. Just don't pull on your knee joint, okay? So we're going to lift one leg up. Reach as low on that leg as we can. Elbows are out. If our head is up, we're looking down, and we're switching legs. Exhale and inhale. 4, 4, and switch. 3, and switch. 2, switch it out. Last time, and switch, and bring your head down for crisscross. And if you're a trivia kind of person, this is the only exercise that I know of in Pilates that supports the head. So it's got to be a favorite, right? So hands behind the head. Remember, those elbows are wide. Well, except for our chest lift that we did at the beginning. Elbows are wide. They stay wide. They don't come in towards the head. We're going to reach one leg out. Lowers harder. We're going to twist to the front and switch legs. Twist and twist with an exhale and an inhale. 4, 4, and switch, and 3, and switch, and 2, and switch. Last time, and switch and bring your head down. Look left and right. All right, the next two exercises, if you want to modify, you're just going to put your hands under your seat. That'll just tip you enough. That'll make it easier to keep that hammock shape with a little assistance. All right, we're going to lift those legs up and go into corkscrew. These are alternating circles, kind of making the shape like a corkscrew. So we're going to exhale as we lower the legs. Inhale, lift them up the other side, and then lower that same side and lift to the first side. And exhale, and inhale, and reverse. Exhale, and inhale. The bigger and lower that you go, the harder it is. The higher and smaller, the easier it is. So watch if you have any pulling on that spine, trying to arch it up. You want to modify that or really work towards pulling down towards the mat. Exhale and inhale. Use those arms to assist as well. Exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. Last set. Exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. Now, as I said, you can keep your hands under your seat. We're going to do a double leg lower and lift. So inhale and exhale. You come to that point where you're just going to lose control and arch, and then you lift it back up. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. We do 4. And up. And 3. And up. Pull out 2. And lift. And last one. And lift. And oh, hug your knees. That's a tough one. That double leg. Lower and lift. All right, we're going to have our hands to our side. We're going to start our stretch now by doing a modified tick-tock. So we're just going to be nice and loose. This is not for toning. This is for just releasing any tension in the spine. So your knees are together. You're just going to take them to the side and center and side and center. Just go side. A little spine massage, side and center for 4 and center and 3 and center, 2 and last one and center. Now we're going to just let those legs fall to the front. Bring your top hand down, push off, and come to a seated position. We're going to lengthen our legs. Scooch back a little bit. Lengthen your legs out front for a spine stretch forward that we're going to take into a stretch. So we flex at the ankles. If we can't sit up straight because we have tight hamstrings or tight lower spine, just bend those knees or get a pillow or something to sit on, and then that'll lift you up a little bit and make it easier to have straight legs. We're going to reach our arms out, pull our belly button back, and reach forward and come up. 2 more times, then we're going to hold. And this time hold as low down those legs as you can reach. All right. We're going to bend one leg and bend the other leg back. So we're in a kind of a modified pretzel position. Place your forearm down. We're going to do an easy version of the mermaid. Reach over, and as you exhale and sweep that arm overhead in a nice big arc, you're going to push off that bottom hand and inhale as you reach over. Exhale down. Inhale over. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale, reach, and over, and last time. Over, and lift, and reach. Place your hand down. Top leg is going to lift up. You're going to draw it back so it's hip height. You're going to draw it back at least in line with the hip. All right, so you might take a little further back from the hip, but just to, again, feel that quadriceps stretching, lengthening. Pilates and barre is all about lengthening as we strengthen the muscles. And just breathe. The hard work's over. Bring that leg front. So the legs are crossed. That leg's in front. You're going to reach, reach, reach. So slide those fingertips along the floor till you can't take them out anymore. You should feel that front hip. Try to relax into the stretch. It's not a very relaxing stretch, that's for sure. Try to relax your head and neck. And slowly roll up. You're going to take that inside leg and it's going to turn out so we're on the opposite hip. Forearm down, reach. And then remember, you're going to push off that bottom hand as you sweep the top hand and then lift over. Let's flow. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale, inhale. 2 more. Down and over and exhale and inhale and down and over and exhale. And inhale, place that hand down. Lift your leg up till it's right out in line with that hip and then draw it back. Hold that foot. In case that standing stretch wasn't really for you, we can do this seated as well. We can always use this stretch for our quadriceps. And bring that leg in front of the opposite leg. And reach those fingers as long as they'll go until you feel that hip getting a stretch. Try to relax that neck, relax the head, just let it hang. Come up. And we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. All right, this is my bad area for stretching that I really need stretching in, but I don't have much flexibility. I wasn't made to have flexible inner thighs. So we press gently with the elbows into the inner knees, round that head down. Couple good breaths. And one more. All right. Well, you just did a Barre and Pilates fusion class. In case you were wondering what that is, now you know. So remember to look each Friday for a new class. They get released at 10 a.m. onto our Hussey-Mayfield Facebook page, or not Facebook, sorry, YouTube page. So be looking there. There's probably 7 or 8 of them out there, to choose from. So we're getting a nice little library of workouts. So hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next week.